What's up, y'all? Hope you are doing well. Excited to get into our first weekly public Accelerator AMA. So for more context, at Synergizing, we just opened up an Accelerator program for the top founders, creators, guild leaders, agencies, and anyone else wanting to go full-time Web3, wanting to kickstart their service, business, and wanting to really scale it up and grow it long term. So I just aggregated a few of the most common questions and I'll put them publicly on YouTube so that maybe anyone else that doesn't have access to our Accelerator program can benefit from it, and yeah, to just be more public and more engaging for you guys. So at the end, we'll have whoever wants to comment any of their questions and then we'll answer it in the following week, etc. So let's get into it. First question was, I need a lot of resources for my MVP, which is minimum viable products. So what to do? So common questions are, I need a bunch of capital, I need a bunch of hires, I need a bunch of team members. And my answer, fuck all that. But so the answer is that you need to be able to make a free version as the founder and to really experiment and find your product market fits. So you don't necessarily need hundreds of thousands to make it. You don't need a bunch of dream hires. As the founder, it's your responsibility to know whether the product will actually benefit your target audience, your target clients, which means making a minimum viable product. So it doesn't necessarily have to be super sexy. It doesn't have to be super aesthetic. It just needs to work, something that the clients will do and want to use on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever your time frame is. So for example, maybe you want to have a creator tool that creates a bunch of auto-generated images for a client's IP. So you go ChatGPT or any of these other free AI tools like Gemini, Claude, Remix, whatever you want, and then you type it up, add inputs. So maybe let's say it's for you love working with IPs that have a lot of anime, so you create ChatGPT IP remixer that makes videos, memes, lore, poetry, rap, etc. auto generates for X clients, etc. You kickstart that, you try it out with different teams, see how it works. After a month, if it works well and the team likes it, keep on going. If the team doesn't like it, and maybe tweak it a bit or just move on to another one. So ship fast, execute fast, don't get trapped by paralysis by analysis, okay? Second question, how do I balance personal brand with a brand of a company I'm building? So common ones are, you have a founder, that's a creator, who also wants to create his own agency, guild, services, new company, etc. So the key is to align and synergize, right? So I think sometimes newer founders, they want to continue creating creator deals on their own. They want to entirely separate it from their new company, but easiest way, align them both. So with your personal brand, document your founder's journey of building this company, and then vice versa too, right? As you document it, you share about it, you share about your experiences with your partners, building for your community, your clients, your investors, etc. You have the company share these posts, so win-win. Now your company is amplifying your personal brand, and now your personal brand is amplifying your company. So now 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 now. 1 + 1 equals 10 gazillion. Maybe I'm bad math, but you see where I'm getting, right? So the more your personal brand grows, the more your company grows, and exponentially goes up. So align the posts. It doesn't have to be entirely separate. In fact, having it separate can be counterproductive. 3, how should I utilize engagement groups? So for example, in the past, there were a lot of creator groups that would engage with each other, and they would like, comment, retweet each other's posts so that it would amplify, boost the algorithm. Maybe they grow their following, get access to deal flow. But I think a lot of the newer creators got a little bit too trigger heavy, right? So obviously I think the Infofy, like the Kaido cookie, etc., they started punishing these groups. So they're all fake AF. So we're gonna punish them, and the other agencies, they blacklist these creators. Maybe these same creators try to use AI tools to keep on increasing engagement. So I think so the first principle would be having a more long-term oriented mindset, right? So you can use these AI tools, you can utilize these engagement groups. Just do it in a way that is most beneficial for your target audience, your target client. So what does that look like in practice? So what it looks like in practice is that maybe you have 3 to 5 go-to post templates a week, like your specialty that your target client or audience loves. Then you have AI help you come up with these on a weekly basis. Then you tweak it yourself so that you make it more personal. And for these engagement groups, maybe you limit it to every 1 to 2 weeks. You tell your creator friends to focus on more organic engagement comment. You're like, hey, you guys like, comment, retweet this. This is an important tweet. So maybe it could be, if you're a big creator, maybe it could be a big sponsored post that they really want engagement on. Maybe it could be your brand's like new product release, something like that, or some awesome meme or something you want to go viral, stuff like that, right? So use it sparingly. Question number 4, how do I inspire others to join my vision and do it for free in the early days? So this is important for the most common case would be a new creator group, a new guild, got caught off, boomer mistake. So what was I saying? Yeah, creator group, guild, agency offering unique boutique services, etc. And they're starting up. So usually when you're starting up, unless you have like outside external investment, which comes with a lot of like people forcing you to do different stuff. So ideally you start on your own, you have your own capital, you can start, you bring on more people. But let's say you're an aspiring entrepreneur, you don't have a grant yet, you don't have personal funding to onboard more people. How do you inspire others to join you? And that is to really be clear on your long-term vision of what you want to build, how you want to revolutionize the space, how you want to add value, and how those same people will benefit. So maybe you don't necessarily have to pay them in cash, stablecoin up front, but however, you can give them a lot more equity. So I don't know, 1 to 3% of your company and whatever exposure you get. So especially that also means sacrificing yourself as a founder, right? So maybe for a creator deal, you give them more than what you would get, or maybe for a collab giveaway, you give them more NFTs, tokens from that partner instead of what you'd get, stuff like that, where make sure your team is happy, make sure they're incentivized, they want to grow with you long term, and also to figure out what they want, right? So maybe they want to grow their personal brand. So however the company grows, you make sure it goes back to amplifying them. So sharing your posts, integrating them, giving them deal flow, etc. Maybe they want to build their own business like an AI tool or something. So maybe your company helps grow their AI company. So stuff like that, right? So aligning them, giving them more ownership with equity, tokens, NFTs, whatever you cook up with yourself and your partners. Number 2, aligning up their long-term vision, making sure they benefit along the way. And number 3, just having it be a fun experience, making sure it's just like a dope product that they want to join in, that they're excited to help out with. Number 5, starter metrics to track to grow as a creator, or what to just do on a weekly basis, right? So I think fun at 3 starter ones, or let's start with what people usually overemphasize, which is views, impressions, right? So I think new creators, new agencies, they really like to emphasize impressions, but there are different types of KPIs you can do. You like app email signups, weekly, daily active players, the amount of people that actually buy into the NFT pre-sale or the token public sale or private sale, maybe recurring subscription rates, primary and secondary referrals, stuff like that. So there's a bunch of KPIs, right? So, but to first start out, beginner metrics you can do to goals you can keep track of would be your actual posts. So try to go up to like 6+ weekly, but maybe you can start out with 2, 4, etc., depending on where you're at. High quality ones. Second one would be replies. So replies within your field or something trending, maybe creators, guilds, investors you want to connect with, just actively engaging with them, right? So maybe aim up to 300, 500 weekly. Sounds like a lot if you're starting out like 1,500 weekly, but you gotta do what you gotta do if you want to become the very best, right? Third would be collabs. So it could be with other creators, communities, projects, investors, etc., whatever your target audience is. So for example, if you want to really double down on the AI department, so maybe you collab with different AI tools, and that often comes as a beginner creator just doing it for free. Maybe they give you like a token NFT, etc., or you just do it for free first, and then secondly, you ask them if they can share something so that you can give away. So that is another smart ploy, where maybe you don't directly say you want it, but maybe you do a free post, and then for the second one, you DM the project. If after they like it, you mention, oh hey, I want to give you guys even more exposure. How about we do a giveaway to my followers of your project, and maybe we host an event or something. What do you guys think? So if they reject, who cares? You're off at square one. If they do accept, awesome, you keep going, and then you double down on those partners. So start out those. First one, high quality posts. Second one, replies to high quality accounts, target demographic. Third, high quality collabs. Start with those three. And yeah, I think that's about it. The video has gone over 10 minutes, more than what I wanted, but I got to share you guys alpha. I was about to go on more stuff. I just made an X tweet about thoughts on people integrating AI, Web2, new avenues, Web3, new avenues, since they drastically changed the past 5 months. So feel free to check that tweet out, as I think it'll be useful for new people to target and to repackage their service ads. And yeah, comment below any other questions you guys have, anything you want help with, so I can answer next video. And we're gonna aggregate other questions from the Accelerator program. So hope you have a great weekend. Yesterday was July 4th, so hope you all had fun to celebrate that, and chat with y'all next time. See you.